Hi, have you ever been banned or had your comment deleted on Steam? Aggressive, misleading or downright illegal posts aside, have you ever had your genuine, honest comments or posts deleted from a Steam forum without justification? Perhaps you were being critical of a game, the development company or a practice that they enforce, and then when you tried to voice that opinion, you ended up getting banned. Well, this is called oppression, and it's often delivered by volunteer moderators so as to protect Steam and the development company who own the Steam forum from any kind of legal prosecution. Let's first agree on a definition of what oppression is. The word oppress comes from the Latin oppressus, to press against, to squeeze, to suffocate. Thus, when an authoritarian government use oppression to subjugate the people, they want their citizenry to feel that pressing down effect, and in such, to live in fear that if they displease the authorities, they will, in a metaphorical sense, be squeezed and suffocated. For example, having been thrown in a dank, dark stake prison, or summarily executed, or perhaps just banned. Such governments oppress the people using restriction, control, terror, hopelessness, and despair. The tyrant's tools of oppression include, for example, extremely harsh punishments for unpatriotic statements, developing a loyal, guileful secret police force, prohibiting freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, and freedom of the press, controlling the monetary system and economy and imprisoning or killing activists or other leaders who might well pose a threat to their power. So then, let's compare that statement to the recent experiences that I've endured on the F1 Manager 2023 forum on Steam. My current ban, which is my second ban, is for, and I quote, discussing moderation. They go on to say, since you've received one already and still do not follow the rules of Steam, this will go into effect. This seems like an appropriate time to confirm that, having read the terms of use for the Steam forums, unlike these illiterate, overpowered moderators, there is no such bannable offence called discussing moderation. The statement, since I have received one already, sounds pretty aggressive and confrontational to me, very much like, I've already punished you once, you obviously want some more of this squeeze. If you wish, you can read precisely what I said and deem for yourself if it is worthy of a ban. You can do that on my YouTube channel if you look in the community section, or it can be found on the F1 Manager 2023 Steam review page, and upon my last check it was voted as the most helpful review. Now that's unless they have managed to have that review deleted too. So after having had my first 2-line comment with a link incorrectly removed and then reinstated, and then after numerous subsequent comments were deleted, locked and removed, I ended up cutting and pasting that precise review onto the forum and removed all links from it in the hope that this would finally appease the moderator and was in essence a consumer's or professional reviewer's professional review of their game, and I believe it to be a fair and honest review. That discussion was then immediately bombarded with provocative comments from the, referring back to the oppression quote we agreed on earlier, the secret police, who were casting false accusations about my conduct, my motivation and my credibility. But these secret police people were not chastised or warned, despite what they were doing going against the Steam official forum recommended behaviour. Instead, it was I who was banned, and soon after that ban, all of my discussion threads were also deleted. So how do we overturn oppressors? First, they say, you must talk about it. Hence why I'm making this video, and I'm all too aware that the small-minded, uneducated secret police will be the first in line to vote this down and cast their dispersions in an attempt to undermine what I am saying. And I can only hope that there are enough of you out there, genuine, honest people, perhaps people who have suffered the same or similar treatment, who are willing to speak out, to like and comment on this video and share this video so that it gets the exposure that it really needs. The second thing we must do is to share our resources. Now, I interpret this to mean safety in numbers. Just don't stand by and let this continue happening to people. Freedom of speech is something that you must fight for, unless you want your children to be subjected to dictation in the future. And trust me, that's something that could be very, very dangerous for the Western community, especially in today's current climate. Thirdly, we're talking about amplification and support. And again, this is like safety in numbers. 𝗬𝗂𝗯𝗂 Reviews is a tiny channel run by me, one person. Despite my unrelenting honesty and dedicated allegiance to the buyer, we have no clout, no overwhelming force of numbers or money to amplify this properly. I'm just one man trying as best I can to help protect the right for all of us to speak freely within the gaming community. If we're going to see change, then I need your help. I need you to like and share this video, or perhaps make your own video on your channels highlighting this horrendous behaviour on Steam and other platforms. I have raised an official complaint with Steam, and their silence is deafening. I have also emailed Frontier Developments directly in order to demand an apology from them and to ask them to ensure that they will not be silencing other customers in the future on their Steam forum. Because what is happening right now is that they are actively oppressing and suppressing any negative or critical comments. They're hiding them as best they can, and then when appropriate, they are deleting them. And on some occasions, they are banning the people who are trying to voice their concerns. Let me just clarify. The Steam forums are not a church. We don't all have to praise your God and live under your rule. If we want to voice our dislikes and concerns in the forum, then we should, by law, be allowed to do this on any forum. And truth be told, Steam should be enforcing this. Now, Steam's official statement on this subject is as follows, and I'll wrap up with this. We encourage developers to be thoughtful when moderating their communities, especially when considering bans. The impact of poor moderation can lead to anger, decreased confidence in the product, and ultimately can be detrimental to the success of the game. Some of that information is here, and I'll provide a link in the description below. And with that said, we give the developers control over their own community hub, including discussions and user-created content. And they did go on to say that they would share my feedback and report with the rest of the team in Steam's dedicated area as well. But having said that, they have not replied to my official complaint. So it seems that it doesn't matter what you say or who you say it to, your speech is not guaranteed. And I think that is a terrible state of affairs. You cannot trust the reviews on Steam. You cannot trust the forums on Steam if the people who disagree with the way things are done are being banned and deleted and having their voices squashed. What do you think? What are your opinions on this? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.